Hey, it's Dan, and welcome to Unified Gaming. For today guys, we're going to be testing builds, seeing what works. I'm on the PC NA server for those people curious, and just seeing how does this meta feel. I've all switched to between PC NA and PC EU to get a kind of feel of what's working on each one, and hopefully get some updates for some of my builds. So first and foremost, I want to just update the 1-bar builds quick because they're nice and easy to change, and I've been testing my sorcerer, so that's what we're on first. As always though, if you get any questions and stuff, then let me know in the chat. I'll do my best to reply, and I'm going to try and do the BGs more as a kind of gameplay commentary as I do it. So if I wouldn't say I neglect chat, but yeah, I'll try and kind of give you some tips on the ways how I'm playing. So first and foremost, what is this build? Really fast. It's Engine Guardian, Alphic, Oakensoul, Ancient Grace. You can change Alphic to Necropotence, and you want to have a lightning staff with the new changes. I've just popped down, seen an enemy down here, hit him with a execute, and go for the streak. He's dead. Hit this one with an execute. Sneaky upgrade. Oh, I hate nutblades because they just roll so much. Ah, there he is. We finally got him. So yeah, I've just put my shield on, and I'm going to move to the right and just see kind of what's happening over here. You might notice as well, there's a new build on the channel, so my Arcanist. Really good build, really fun. Like, I would say check that out. So just checking, got all my buffs on still. Oh, that guy literally hit cloak just at the perfect time, he did. So I'm pulling back just because I know there's two people here. Block. So I'm going to streak through and put my shield on. Oh, the sniper got me. That sniper hit me really freaking hard, and the execute got me. That sniper put me down and literally took off all my shields and then a 13k execute. That's mad, that is. So we'll put our pet back out. So that Nightblade's on a high crit build, because I don't have much crit resist on this, so that's what I can tell from here. So I'm just trying to keep the execute on that dude there. There, he's dead. So there's that Templar, sorry. He hits really hard. You're right, Zion I think it's pronounced. I'm just moving up to the right and just checking, is our mate going to grab the relic? No, of course not. We'll get the relic. Yeah. Ah, of course. Why would you do that? Oh, that dude's dead. So that Templar is squishy but really high damage. Oh, I went for the streak into the frag. Yeah, I'm all good, Zion. Busy, but all good. Got some more builds out the way and coming out, so that's awesome. He's dead. We will get this relic, and then we're gonna have to run. Now I'm gonna run this way, ironically, because they have to run around the thing. So are they behind us? No. But no, yeah, I'm all good. As I said, I kind of finished decorating the house mostly, so that's always nice. We've got the relic, which is awesome. I'm going to push around to the reds this time and see who's there. But I'm enjoying being back with ESO too. That's like, it's just good to kind of, I don't want to say kill people, sound a bit like you want to kind of do that, but yeah, it's quite satisfying when you do kill people. There's so many Nightblades with cloak. So that Templar's on a gank build. So I pushed the potion on the Twilight Hill there. This is the meteor. It hasn't spent all this time trying to block it. Oh yeah, Starfield. I am like proper buzzing for that. So I've pre-ordered it and I really kind of want to sink my teeth into that. I think it's one of those games that if you like Fallout, it's like Fallout in space. I get this rid of this person's Twilight because they keep spamming it. Got his nightmare hit me from behind. I pushed my heal 3 times. It did not fire. You see that? You see where I pushed B? And B did not do anything. Yeah, I will make content around Starfield. I've got quite a few ideas for it. I think I know why it's going a bit delayed. Let me adjust this. There we go, that should fix it. But yeah, no, I plan to make content about Starfield because I think it's going to be one of those games where the possibilities are going to be quite massive, and so you can make so many different builds. They're literally like just sitting there. They're actually like trying to kill the Twilight. Which is good, like it makes sense for them to do that. They're literally like just running away. He's hidden, he is. But you know, so I want to make a few builds. You're going to get like the old sniper, which I think loads of content creators will make. So I think it'll be kind of good to do that. But I want to make more like niche stuff. Kind of see what else you can do and like guides on how to do things. Look at those stupid pets. Like this red team is literally just... I'll pull my Twilight back out. There we go, it's out again. A lot of red behind me. Is it green? There he is. You can tell when that little poison injection comes in from behind you. I was trying to block cancel, I just couldn't block cancel with the execute damage. Gee, that's well frustrating when you get like groups like that just sit and not do anything. But yeah, people are really tanky in this match. There's Templars and just beam spam. I went in quite aggressive there to try and save our ally, and that didn't work. Hey, look at the Reds. The Reds are literally stealing the relics from behind. So I'm going to push around this way. So this is a 1-bar build, by the way, for people curious. Are you guys looking forward to Starfield? Just out of curiosity. That healer, they got a little healer with them. So when that healer's there, that heavy attack build is quite annoying actually. Because it does like just enough damage that you can't avoid it. So you like have to heal. I'm using a lightning staff now, Sandra. So the changes to the staves mean that using a fire staff isn't really worth it. And you do lose a lot of damage. Move around here. The guys are rallying crying. Waiting for that. Move away because I've got 2 Templars on me, and I'm gonna get hit with double beam spam. You're right, Soup. Oh. Oh, that ended badly for that guy, didn't it? You've always wanted to make a PvP 1-bar Sulk. Yeah, honestly, for a 1-bar Sulk, this is pretty solid. Like, the damage is there. You always have limits with just burst combos because you just don't have as many skill options. So, yeah. Potentes, yeah, on the thing I'm using Ancient Grace, Engine, Alfiq. Oh, we finished BG. So 5 to 5, that wasn't too bad. That red team though, what on earth were they doing? They literally just sat there and just did nothing. Like, that was such a weird match. I have looked at some of the new sets as well, and there isn't anything that I would change on the 1-bar Sulk. Just touching on that Destro before I forget quickly, Sandra, is this passive here? Inferno Staff increase your damage over time and status effects by 12%. Lightning Staff is direct damage and channeled. So that's direct damage, that's direct damage, that's direct damage. So essentially, if you ran a fire staff on a build, just swap it to a lightning is kind of the general rule of thumb. There's a few edge cases where that won't be, like if you run a dot build. But typically you will just want to use a lightning staff in most cases for PvP now. And obviously Magical Warden would stick to ice staff. I will try the Nightblade in a moment, and I'm just getting a feel for how the builds are functioning. So again, if you've just tuned in, this build is using Engine Guardian, Crafty Alfiq, Oaken Soul and Ancient Grace. We've got One Piece Trainee 2. We have Frags, Ward, Twilight, Streak, Execute and Overload. And I'm using Vampire's A3 with Atronach Mundos and Bewitcher Sugar Skulls. So it says DPS stats for my heavy armour. Not sure what you mean by that, Zion, sorry. If you want to use heavy armour on a Sulk, you can. Your damage will go down, but you'll be tankier. Hey, you're right, Sen. We're just streaking across. And again, I'll kind of commentate as I play this and keep the chat. So I'm going to push to the left this time and just check. Food's on, vampire things there, shield. So there's a Twilight already up there. So you might notice I've already got rid of that on purpose. That's him dead. ISO stole that kill. That guy is really, really squishy. I'm not watching my health though, so I almost died because I did not watch my health. Double frag. Oh yeah, that was glorious. That was. So I've got a Arcanist after me here. Just moved to the right. I'm gonna go for the streak and try and get the stun in. Double frag. There's a Nightblade behind me, so I'm just jumping down with the shield on. Just because that Nightblade will try and gank me. Okay, so it's just the Arcanist now. Okay, so he's just hit me with a dot ult, so I do need to move away from that. Like, yes, it's on me, but if I sit there, I'm going to be eating all that dot damage. And you can still see that the dot's just still going. He has, just for context by the way, Master's dual wield. You can tell by how much the blood crates is ticking for, and the rend and slashes. Soup says, wouldn't have thought there's much to change to be fair. Sulk's in a really nice spot at the moment, not too OP, not too weak either. Yeah, I'd say Sulk's... the one thing I don't like with Mag Sulk is the crystal fragments. It's too RNG, it bugs me. Like, you want it to kind of feel like a spammable, so it has spammable damage, but it also has this like weird burst mechanic if it double procs. And so it's a really odd skill, but you can't control it. So you're literally at the mercy of just RNG. So there's 3 reds there. You might notice I always open up with the execute too. So that's a double frag there. So you see that you can shoot 2 twice. Science says, do you play on PC? Yeah, I think it's 100 us playing PC. Oh, that poor purple, I don't know what he was doing. Double frag. That guy went in with that Dawnbreaker big and hard there, didn't he? Oh, I almost got 6.3k on that frag. Run! He's running. Hello. So yeah, I'm going to push around and see if we can get some more flags on the next spawn. There should be a new one in a sec. So that's this way. For this type of mode, Sulk's really good because it's got a streak. And streak's like really good for mobility. Soup says, I believe I had a weird convo at one point about frags. Didn't you suggest we working similar to Fisher? Yeah, I think I'd rather it not be Fisher with like the 9 seconds, because that bugs me, but more kind of as a debuff. So, because it's got like the word fragments, you could just make it like a skill, so when you hit the enemy, it fragments their armor and causing them to lose like 4k armor and have like a unique effect. It makes it good in PvE as a tank, it makes it good for PvP, or you make it something similar to Fisher where when you cast it, I think it was more like spec bow, so cast 1 gives you it charges the skill, was what I was thinking of. So essentially any skill you cast will charge it and give you bonus damage on it, and then if you use it, you use the bonus damage up. But if you don't use it, then you can just use it as spammable. So that's kind of what I was thinking for it. So say like every time you cast a skill, you get a 10% damage increase on the next one of those casts. Oh, those guys are stupid proc sets. Oh, you're using that Gibbering shield ult. So I've just fired a potion and just moved away because I know that's... There you go, he's dead. The Nightmare wasn't paying attention. So he's got his thing on still, which is still a fair bit of damage. So when someone hits you with Wrath of Elements and loads of dots, they normally run Master Lock. So you might notice I've just moved away from that just because the dots will end up ticking quite hard if you're not careful. Oh, literally getting chased. So the Amelia's SX is using Master's Dual Wield with, it looks like, Vate, Destro and possibly Wear the Fire. Soup said another thing would be to make bound armaments more friendly. Yeah, the issue is it's just skills bar. That you don't have a lot of slots, especially on a 1 build. I'll show you what I mean by Master's Dual Wield, by the way. You will hear me mention it a few times tonight because loads of people crutch on it. There it is. So anything that says rending slashes with CMX is the Master's Dual Wield. So this guy, his Master's Dual Wield, so this one proc set did 22% of his damage, plus it procs hemorrhaging, so that's now 32% with this skill. And then you got the 9.5. So one skill did 40% of his damage with just one button. That's why the Master's Dual Wield is so OP, and it heals him. So it's doing 2k damage a tick, just that proc set alone. It's ridiculous how good it is. Soup says Master's Fate proc is the go-to clutch this patch. It's even worse if they use Master Lock, in all honesty. Well, it just Masters works so good on every build. Bye bye. Oh, I hit the stupid Twilight, didn't I? Oh, I had a double frag as well. He's got a lot of healing from his allies, he has. So that red group's just running. Roll dodge there and the streak again. And then go for a jump. And a Twilight. There you go. Roll dodge frag. There we go. He was not paying attention, was he? Yeah, Master's Dual Wield. It's a proc set from Dragonstar Arena. I'm going to just pull back because I know they're following me. See if I can get some people. Yeah. There, he's dead. Sometimes you can bait people out. Like that. Ah, he managed to get away. That's not place just gone, isn't he? We are going to heal up though. So I'm just using my Twilight heal. So he's got his mate. I'm going for a streak and see if I can get away. Yeah. Shield to stop the dots. So I've got the Master's Dual Wield dot on me again. So we see 1500. 2k, 1600 plus 1400 again, 1500 plus 9. So it's looking, it just does so much damage, the dot set. It's like stupidly OP. You're right, see him? You would think he'll lose his CC immunity at some point. At least bash his engine guardian. So they're in chat because he's ran to his team. I'm gonna have to roll. They got me with acid spray, I think it was. You can't roll dodge that. Yeah, acid spray. Soup says, love it when they overextend to their death. Yeah, 100%. You can have a look again. So on this next one, it'll be... There it is again. 22% again. So this is a different... it'll load again. So it was... What was the guy called before? Glory or something it was. There he was. Oh, but it didn't track all of it. But yeah, 22%. It just does so much damage. Yeah, I've soloed Crackle and stuff. That's how I got my lead for Death Dealer's Feat. Because I need the group event, if that's what you mean. Did it on my Arcanist. So I'm moving away because I can see all the dot damage. Look at that. And I know if I get hit with that Masters. Yeah. Oh, that's that Nightblade dead. I almost got the kill on that dude there at the back. There you go, that Arcanist is dead too. Yeah, Starwood's due to have multiple, which is good. And I think I don't know if you need the Steam version, that's one I bought though. Kirk says, what's your thoughts on Hexo's ward set? Let me have a quick refresher of what it is. Oh, something's come back. He literally just keeps running away, don't he? Why can't you... That stupid engine guardian. Got a Nightblade behind me, I have. So I'm just moving around. You can see all the arrows from behind. Streak away from that. And heal. Oh, my health bar is very, very low. Oh, no. How did I not die there? I'm so low health! So low health! I don't know how I stayed alive then. I don't know how I stayed alive. Sorry, I was literally running away. I was waiting for my regen, I just kept having to use a shield or something. Yeah, that was a... Oh! Let me have a quick look at that set. Hexo's Ward it's called. So I think we can say that build, this is working. Hexo's Ward says, dealing critical damage grants you a damage shield that absorbs 12k damage for 6 seconds. This effect can occur once every 7 seconds. My thoughts would be no, in all honesty. In PvP, shields get reduced by 50%, so that's a 6k shield roughly. CSI on, so 6k, you know, obviously, it's like 1,000 a bit of health, essentially, and there's better heal sets out there. So if you just treat it like a healing set, you would rather just have the health. So if you use something called Hiss Sap is really OP. Essentially, it's just stupidly good. So this is Robes of the Hist. So here it is. After being hit by a disabling effect, immobilized or snare, so that's all the time in PvP. You get a 2k heal every 1 second for 5 seconds. The effect can apply once every second, but cannot stack. Essentially, this is always on in PvP, and it's consistent healing. Like, it's only 1k health a second, but 1k health a second, most heals are 2 seconds in typically, or 1.5. So it's a lot of free healing, and that's a better set because it's just more consistent. Soon stacks. So that was this dude here using the Masters dual wield. Honestly, the Masters is just OP as hell. It's such a busted set. 22% damage. It's just crazy how good that is. For context, so I don't even have my damage, by the way, low on the stat page. 3k pen, it's not high. And this is what Masters dual wield does. It's a trial set, an arena set, sorry. And it comes from Dragon Soul Arena, which is a group thing. And it's called Stinging Slashes. So it says Twin Slashes deals 1500 more damage for each hit of the initial attack and bleed. So every time that the dot ticks, you get this proc every 2 seconds, plus on your initial hit too. So when you hit somebody with Rending Slashes, this will proc twice because the dot procs once, so you get 2 hits instantly, and then it will continue to tick. So this turns what is a decent skill into a spammable that also heals you, applies bleed, so hemorrhaging, which is one of the best status effects for PvP, and it lasts 20 plus seconds. It's really freaking good. I'm going to do one more on the Sulk and then I'll change class. I'm thinking maybe Nightblade or DK. Honestly, there's a reason why people moan about certain sets in PvP, because they are really busted, and that is one of those sets. I'll see if I can put a picture in chat or on screen. So just bear with me 1 second. I should probably just better to do it this way. So, whilst we're waiting for the thing, I'm going to just change the screen and make it into this one. Okay, this is the USB build editor. My bleed on my Arcanist is 18k. Now, if I go and put on the Masters dual wield, so I'm using Ravaging. Let's put Ravaging on the back bar, really quick. Oh, that needs to be gold. And I'll just show you. So it was 18k without Masters dual wield. Masters. Let's go with. You'd use normally maces or hammers for this. So Masters mace. There it is. So that one, we'll chuck one more on. I can see when the thing pops up. So just bear with me and I'll show you just like how good it is. And it's a hammer. Down here, okay? I've got the other version of that. Bear with me 1 moment. Went down a bit too high. Okay, there it is. So it was 18k. It will sit at the 18k, but now this will tick when I turn it on. There you go, get the perfected one. There it is. Is it proccing? Yeah, so it will do. It does 34,000 now, the dot, from 18k. So it almost doubled that dot it did. And you can literally just see it by 34,000. I just put on the other one that is not the, it doesn't count. 17, so 18k. Put on the proper one. This will update 34,000. That's what that set does. It is ridiculous. We'll jump back into the ESO. There you go. So yeah, Ellen says, have you played much of your Nightblade since the new changes? I'm going to play that next. So after this one, I'll jump onto the Nightblade. It's one of my favourite classes. So yeah, let's see. What do you guys think of the Masters dual wield then? Having seen it makes an 18k dot go to 34,000. And you can apply it on multiple people, by the way. So there's no like cooldown. We've got some ult. Double frag there. Oh, look at those damage numbers. Soup says, cheesy good. Oh yeah, it's really good. I've been thinking, oh, you grabbed that one. I've been thinking about my dot build, the Doppler, and how to make it better. So I'm looking forward to show the update on that, because that's... Oh, that, sorry mate. I so stole that kill. Run, DK, run! Yeah, DKs are so good. Well, there was somebody there, he's gone in biz. I saw that kill. There we go. Thank you. Yeah, Salt's quite good for stealing stuff, if you just chuck execute on everything. I only got one though, I only stole one kill, got an assist in that one. I don't even know what he was doing. I have no issues with stealing kills. I'm going to go this way because that guy's going to come back this way in a sec. Hey, blast bones got him. That's a good blast bones. He's running. He's running. He's got CC immunity on, he has. Put on my shield because the Nightblades went in cloak. So move to the side because there's a green hitting me from behind. Oh, you saw I went for my execute and roll dodge. Just popped up here because I can see the Nightblade was with that DK. Oh, what? That was a clutch. There's a Nightblade with him, so I'm going to just streak over here. You see the arrows? There's the arrow. See? You get used to it. Kurt goes, are you using a controller on PC? Yeah. Shield, Nightblade, on and cloak. Execute on him, streak through. You need to have that execute on him, or if they get low health, they'll just cloak. I'm gonna jump and block heal. Shield, jump, block, heal, streak away. I'm gonna roll and just heal again. There we go. Quite a few tanky people in this one though, which is good. I like it. Ah, I almost got him. But yeah, no, this is a controller that I use. It's a Series 2. Whoa, no. Freaking lava. Oh, the lava got us. Oh, that's it happens, I guess. I was trying to get out of it, you just you couldn't jump. I was like jump. No. So the 2 kills done 200k damage. The reds are quite like tanky, as the greens feel like more DPS orientated builds. We'll go for the streak and try and get the streak through him. He's got corrosive on. As soon as you hit somebody at DK, so you just won't get away from that. Yeah, as soon as you hit a DK for around about 800 to 1000, every hit, you know they're being corrosive. And that's just pointless. I could also go on light attack Larry, which I really like. Oh, he's bound armors hit me well. That was good. There, he's dead. That's all died. I'm moving away from his heel, so I am. Hey, you got him. No. Oh. Alright, he wants to fight, okay. I'm just put my shield on. Put my, oh, okay, he ran off there, he did. We're going to fight him though, because he tried killing us. Ah, I got so close, so close. This form negates a lot of damage. Ah. So you can see the one weakness Sork has, by the way, is mobility. And it's not your mobility, but people who can roll a lot are really hard to kill. You just get dodged. But no, that was good. That was good fun. We will go on Nightblade. I will make a video for this. I've recorded one already, but I just need to like edit it. So that'll be on the channel soon. But I think on the whole, this is working. You know, the damage is okay. Sustain's alright. Defense is okay. So yeah, I'll probably keep this as it is. But let's have a look at the Nightblade, because I really enjoy that. So our Nightblade is over here. Here he is. Spin around. Khajiit or Dark Elf are really good races for Nightblades. So just sort of heads up there. So a stand 1 mag is a bit of a weird definition. Essentially, Nightblade's been changed to kind of play as it's either melee or range. That's kind of the better way of asking it. This is melee, but I use a mix of magic and stamina skills. I typically go with concealed weapon. If you want to go with more of a mag Nightblade, so a traditional one with Swallow Soul, that's not what this is. So yeah, so it's a bit of a interesting one. I'm using Vitality and Stygian on this with 1 piece something. Let's put Monster Set there. Probably Krark is what I'd normally use. So yeah, I would I'd say this is more like melee focused. So what monster sets do we have that I can just chuck on this? Balrog is always a good shout. It's just damage. Krark is probably what I'd go to, or even Valken Scoria. Engine Guardian's fun, but you need to have both pieces. We'll go with Krark because it's heavy and it's reinforced. There it is, bang. Because that gives us 10. So we're using Wretched Vitality, Stygian, Oaken Soul, double dot poisons. We are a vampire stage 3 normally, so I will need to go eat something quickly. Oh, I've done the potion twice again. So we'll eat one of these people. Yeah, you'll do. Okay. So we're Vampire Stage 3. That's really important for this build, because it gives you loads and loads of defense. Oh. Silly cards. Let's just pop down here. So there. For the skills, as you can probably see, but we are using Concealed Weapon, Killer's Blade, Shrewd Offering. You could use Healthy Offering, but because we have Oakensaw, it has Minor Mending already, so you don't need to use that. So Shrewd just gives you more healing, and it's your burst steal. We then have Shadowy Disguise, which is Cloak, which is God mode, and then we have Resolve and Vigor. We then have Incap as our ult. Christian, hello! How do you get Perfected Master's Swords, and what's the best way to farm it? You can get Perfected and Non-Perfected, so it does the same thing. The Non-Perfected has the same 2-piece, by the way. So, if I show you really quick on the editor. Window capture. That one there it is. So you'll see the Perfected has a 2-piece. Twin Slashes do 16, 3, 5. If you get the Non-Perfected, which is still the same thing. There it is. Twin Slashes does 16, 3, 5. So the only difference between Perfected is a slight crit chance. So if you're after this set, you can just run it on normal. That is an option. If you really want the Perfected, you just have to keep running it with a more dedicated group. So that's something just to factor in, okay? I found Arcanist was really, really good to run that arena. You can go with the Order's Wrath is what I use, because you can just craft that, and the Mythic Tel Lofi's Amulet or something. And that was quite good. We're all on Chaos Ball. Anybody in the match I recognise? No, I'm sure we will when we see them. Okay, so just have a little look, see. Oh, there's a Nightblade there. Oh, that snare and that permafrost. Absolutely disgusting. Okay, that green group are working together. You can tell by how they're moving. Should we always use Concealed Weapon over Surprise Attack? Generally, yes. For PvP. Concealed Weapon gives you Major Berserk, so it's 10% damage boost. It also gives you Minor Expedition, which is really good. The crit chance is nice on Surprise Attack, and as a stam spammable, it's nice. But if you just stack a bit more mag, you can just sustain it fine. Where did that Nightblade go? Dead. Oh, move away from those. See some really tanky people in there, 40k health. So moving away. Sib says you're streaming early. No, I'm not streaming back this time. Oh, I went for the incap into the execute. There's a lot of DKs in this match though, which is not good for us. Where'd that Nightblade go? Oh, he's dead. Yeah, I normally stream 9 PM UK time. So many people there, it's like really hard to move around. You can't choose, this is random. You do get a sticker book, so as you fill it up, you will get a higher chance essentially. Ah. I feel so slow. Let that not let go. Ah. Oh, I've been an absolute numpty. Okay, I need to move my execute. I was trying to execute him with light attack shrewd offering. I was like, why did the execute not working? Yeah, that would explain why my damage has been quite low so far. There you go, see? That was like significantly more burst. He's really tanky, isn't he? This is what happens when you haven't played your class for a while. So I'm going to run up here, run away, and cloak. He's tanky, isn't he? Yeah, I need to remember where my skills are. I pushed my roll on my potion, it didn't fire, you hear it. Yeah, I'm on a 1-bar Nightblade. Just seeing how the old Nightblade works. Sib will say in DSA is supposed to be 4-man content. You can solo it on normal, yes. What's normally worth doing is, if you can solo to the final boss, just get 3 people from a guild to jump in and give you the drops on the final chest. So you get 4 drops that way. You're going to get it much quicker. There's only like 12 weapons, so you can do it 3 or 4 times, you'll get something that you need. And you only need one of the items, you don't need to have like the dagger, the sword, the mace and stuff. You just need one of those to make it work. The mace is the best. Sword's not bad. That was a good roll for him. Oh, I went for the execute on that dude there. Oh, he's got his massive shield. Oh, did not mean to drop down there. Can't see a C break? No. Can't see a C break. That's so annoying. Yeah, just having all 4 lowers, of course. Yeah, it does. You're right, Dan. Dan goes, hey, it's Dan. Ratblade Gaming. Nightblade is good fun. I feel like you need more damage though, so I might need to drop Wretched for more damage on this build. That's my current feeling. I don't feel I have enough burst. Granted, I've been using the heal instead of the execute, so that's not going to help. And we have a lot of DKs with really high self heals, so again, that's not going to help either. It's just constant snare, like, so much snare. Yeah, it's just too much snare in there. I used to run 1 bar using Black Rose Prison, just stacking dots. Yeah, you can use Reliquin's quite good, ironically, because it double procs on each hit. You can literally see they're literally just sitting in there. Swamp Radar, I don't really rate it, it's not that good as a set anymore. Yeah, that red's their healer, so they've got... Yeah, how much of that way of the fire, how much is that healer giving them, that red healer? Was it green healer? A lot of DKs though, loads of DKs. People used to whisper you horrible stuff. There are Poisonous Serpent is really, really good. It's really slept on. But that was a good shadow image. Yeah, that was not my best. I will definitely say that. Struggling with all the snares. There was DK, DK. Just so much snares, it was really hard to move around. And I was not using the execute properly, so that shows you what happens if you panic and you don't know where your skills are. I'm going to move my execute around. I want it on B. I don't want it. I don't want to have burst 2 on B though, and shield. I'll try it once more where it is, but I just didn't feel like I was using it enough. And I think we had to see it on the damage caused. That generally Killer's Blade was like literally 1 hit there. So I only cast it once there. And I hit it 4 times there. 3 times about 7 there. Whereas Killer's Blade should be similar to Concealed. So this is when I did it. I was spamming it just to heal way too much. Well, you can see that was just 26 times. Venomous Might. It's not great in all honesty. It depends what you want to try and do. If you're after poison sets, Kirk, that are dot based, then that's slightly different to just stat poison sets like Venomous Smite. Sorry, not Venomous Smite. Sorry, Swamp Raider. Sheer Venom's not bad. That's a pretty good set actually, because you can chuck it on lots of people and it has pretty decent damage. It's not the best, but it's not terrible. Yeah, it's, like Sib's spot on. Because of all the changes to dots and stuff, they nerfed them heavily because they were like really OP in what was that patch called? It was like a really high damage patch, which to be fair I really liked. I thought it was amazing, but it was quite high. I can't remember his name though. There's a patch where dots were like stupidly OP, like 40k each dot. You just chuck on 4 or 5 on somebody, they just can't heal through it. It's really good. Yeah, dots and poisons can crit. Any thing can crit. The thing you got to bear in mind though, crit gets reduced by crit resist. So every character starts with a base 20% crit resist, and classes have a base 50% crit damage. So you only get 30% more damage on the crits. So it's not huge. And if they have impen, that gets lowered further. Yes, you can buff it with again with like minor falls and stuff. But if you're going to stack loads of dots, you won't have high crit anyway, because all your sets will be into dots rather than crit chance. Right, I only get rid of this Twilight. Oh, I went for the execute. Ah, that snare. Is that red group again? That red group's there. Yeah, Azure Blight can't crit. Yeah, I recognise that Warden from last match. And he was with that Templar as well. So there is a group in this match, which is, it does happen. But I think I need more damage on this Nightblade. It doesn't feel like it has enough go up and one-shot somebody potential. Oh, that's him dead. Look how tanky that Twilight is. That Twilight's like mega tanky. Yeah, you can see that. You can see that literally guy went and healed him as soon as I went to try and get him. That's him dead. So I'm using my execute more now. The Templar's a bit squishy than I thought though, actually. I'll move around here. I think the game's okay. It depends what you want from it, really. So that red group is just going for kills. Oh, he's mine, literally. But yeah, that red group is like coordinated together. Look at all that off healing. It's mad. So I'm waiting for the beam on me, so that's why I'm holding block loads. We'll bash him. Maybe Masters 2H. Possibly. That grave one is using the Masters dual wield and Way of the Fire. That's like a proper crutch setup, that is. Damage received. We'll see it in a sec. Yeah, he might be having the Masters 2H, the guy spamming Brawler. There it is, Rendon Slashers. So this dude here? Yeah, Rendon Slashers, 22% of his DPS. Where the Fire 12%. The Hemorrhaging 5%. That's his actual skill here though, the one without the thing. So you can see just Rendon Slashers and Where the Fire does like 30% damage of his total DPS. Is insane. Kirk says, what sets are you running? I am running Stygia and Wretched Vitality. But I need more damage. I think that's something. I've kind of all move out of there. But you definitely have a pre-made in this group. He's dead. You can literally see, so as soon as I went to attack that salt, his Templar mates came around and came and hit with the beam, so I couldn't attack him. If I get hit with beam, you have to like stop attacking or you'll get killed. I do think Way of the Fire is strong, it probably needs an adjustment, but so does Masters, that's the more busted one. I didn't even hit him. It took my ult though, but it didn't even hit him. That's well annoying. You can literally see his whole red team drop down to come get me. So that is a pre-made group, that red team. It's a bit annoying, you got 400k healing, but a bit annoying when you're on a solo queue and you get groups in like this. But I can get them low, but there's just so much healing in that red group. Move away from that. Put my heals and move around here. I got him. Yeah, Zip said it's one of those things that makes it a bit frustrating. You can always tell. You really can. Like, you can really tell when people are just grouping together, and there's nothing wrong with it. But when you go into a solo queue, you kind of expect not to have that many people. It's like a 3-man group in there, it feels like. I could be wrong, but that's what it felt like. For like the Sulk was healing them, was sticking with them all the time, and the Templar and the Warden were kind of coordinating quite well. So as soon as that Templar went low, the Warden would come in or the Sulk would come in, which you don't normally get unless they're a coordinated group. I'm going to do one more on this class just to get a feel of, do I need to change the build? But I feel I need to add more damage to it. That's my kind of current feeling. The setup I'm using is this, by the way. So Stygian gives you damage when you leave stealth. It's quite a good set, actually. Loads of damage on it. Vitality, really good for sustain. Yeah, Sib says every time one of them was low, the other two popped up. It really was. And for our damage, by the way, we have 5.5k damage almost, with 13k pen. So all in all, we do have a fair amount of stats. I think it's about 6k when we're fully buffed. And it's easy to buff with these stats, by the way. Like, really easy to buff. But yeah, people were just really tanky. Really tanky, that last one. So that's my damage, 5.9k weapon damage and 16k pen. So for a 1-bar build, there's a lot of, considering there's a lot of damage on the build, almost 6k. And it has 16k pen. And that damage, by the way, is always up. So as soon as I'm in combat and I proc Stygian, there it is again, 5.9k, and I can just keep doing it. Hey, you're a Sage. Sage says hello. And cheers for the super chat. I really appreciate that. You missed all the Sulk action earlier. I was on Mag Sulk going around. And it was really good fun. I'll see if I can get on there later on. But yeah, I really appreciate the support, mate. Kirk is saying, is the meta, is crit the meta now or tank? It's tank. Tank is the meta because it's the most valuable stat, ironically. And my rotation seems a bit slower than normal on here. Let me just check one thing. If you're a PC player and you use a controller, this will actually help you. So just bear with me. Because I know that when they update things, it resets your settings. Gamepad. No, it's still on there. I would suggest if you do play on PC and use a controller, change the gamepad third person setting to that. It makes it rotate a bit quicker. Sib says, Magsork, stupid fun, just zip around, tossing frags. Yeah, pretty much. Sage is at work, unfortunately. Cheers for the support, Sage. Honestly, Sulk, really good. This Nightblade, I think, needs a bit of work. I do have a DK, which I will jump to on in a moment. So I'm just testing kind of the builds and kind of going, what is working? And I think I misread a chat earlier, but yeah, no, cheers, Sage, for the super chat. Feel that thing. You don't have an Arcanist. You don't need an Arcanist, you need the DK. DK is really good. You ever find a way to make one bar work? It kind of works. It has a skill bar issue, which is really frustrating. Sorry, I was just opening the door because it's really hot in here with the PC on. Yeah, with the Arcanist 1 bar build, you have very little skill options because you need to play into the Crux system as an Arcanist. There's no getting around it. And if you don't have a Crux generator and a Crux spender, you're not really using the passives well, because a lot of the passives that you have really kind of they work when you do that. Like you get sustain, you get a bit of damage from passives by tapping into that Crux system. So if you don't do that, you lose those things. The closest I got, and it worked, it just was not as good as the 2-bar one, is essentially using escalating rune blades or the tentacle, you can pick, but that's your generator. Beams your spammable. You then have the heal one, which is good. What's it called? The rune mend, I think it is. You then have a big shield, or you either use the big shield or you use the below 50% thing and use a movement skill and Dawnbreaker, and that was it. Kirk's going, what's good monster sets? Base game? Base game monster sets without things. It depends on the class, but Bloodspawn's solid. It's resistance and ult gen, which is amazing for DK. If you're on Nightblade, you could go with 2 one-piece sets and go with something like 1 Krag and then 1 Veladreth. I think that's the base game Veladreth, or Selene is. Selene's also a good 2-piece set that is base game. It hits really hard, really good on Arcanist, surprisingly. Like really, really good. It's not really used on Arcanist enough, because you can just stun people and it hits them with like 12k. It's really good. You can also use Valken Scoria, not for the prop, but just for the penetration. So 1-piece Valken Scoria is pretty good. Swarm Mother, I think it is, that gives you max Magicka and Stamina on a 1-piece, which is good. Engine Guardian's base game, that's really good in PvP. Like, it's probably one of the best monster sets in the game anyway for PvP. So, if you're ever unsure, Engine Guardian's solid. Like, just chuck that on. You get sustain, you get defense because people hit it instead of you. It's really good. Okay, we've got different people this time. Yeah, the snare is really annoying. I hate the snare. Joy of the Master's Dual Wield spam. Look at that. Look how much. I hate that set so much. It's fucking ridiculous. Pardon my language, but it really is. Go on. There we go. He's dead. Oh, I went to roll and heal. So Snoop Fried Frog, he's got, because it hit you for 2.2k, that's instantly Master's Dual Wield. Like you can tell when someone hits you with it. Like it's that strong. Combat metrics will, I think he's still in fighting. So that there it is, 19% damage. It's literally that. It's so bloody good. Yeah, Blood Craze snares a little bit, I thought. But I don't know if that's the one that heals you. Most people use the heal version. That's just pointless, that is. Yeah, it's just all the dots. You can literally see Wrath of Elements. It's just done so much. Have you heard of Kronos Zen ESO? Google it on your free time. If not, I've not heard of it. So you'll see on the last one, Rendon Slashes. So that person, which one was it? Wrath of Elements. It's just loads of proc sets. Yeah, Snoop's not bad. I'm not. It's just when you just get with proc, literally it is 3 proc sets. If you use one charge, you can get over it. So if you go one nano and one charged, you can then get the high hemorrhaging uptime plus the healing, which is really good. Dead. But yeah, it's just the procs. Like, I hate the amount of proc sets that are so. They're like so oppressive, with the best way of describing it. And Masters is one of those. Really, really strong. Oh, that was a big Dawnbreaker. Double frag proc there, that was nice. I don't think that a proc set doing 1/5 of your damage, and that's just with one proc. Bear in mind you've got the extra status effects and the dots itself, so it normally does about 30-40% of your damage, is reasonable. I rolled away from that, didn't hit me. Yeah, the Haunting Curse wasn't bad either, that was the Elite that hit me. You can look at that, I've got 2 hemorrhaging procs that are infinite and mangled because of how much is being used this match. You can just see how good it is. Yeah, he's gonna die. But it's doing alright on the whole. You just feel like when people use it against you, you should use it yourself. It's that good. I like things. It wouldn't be hard to pick a build with it, but I don't know. Just feel cheesy using it. Can't literally hit him. But I missed my wild hunt. That movement speed is really noticeable. Managed to get the heal out, but oh. Hey, just chasing that soul, couldn't assist in that. There's your goal, yeah, you don't see it too much. It's not bad. There's another Master's dot on me again. You know, just let him move away up here. I want to go for the thing. This is on a 1-bar bill, ice. It's constant. It is constant Masters dual wield, literally on every single death. You can just see how much damage it does.
No, the relic is theirs.
There was a 14% of his damage there, plus Wrath of Elements, plus there. It's just it's such a strong set. Where the fire. But yeah, I think I need to add more damage on this, 100%. I can try it with the Assassin's Will. I find that you have to drop something. The Execute I found was more consistent because the Execute it scales really high. So it goes 400%, and you can spam it. That's the difference. With Grim Focus, you can go for like Massive Resolve, which hits harder, or the Sam one, and it's good. I will give it a go. Yeah, I play on NA, I do, and EU, so it depends on which one you're on at them. I noticed that animation cancelling is not as fluid as it used to be. Oh, they've changed the icon. That's horrible. Oh, look at that icon. That's really bad, that is. So it doesn't glow, but it doesn't go purple anymore. It just goes orange. That's weird. It used to turn to like a little bow icon. Yeah, I think I know we have high stat damage. It just doesn't feel like it's impactful, if that makes sense. It depends on which type, but there's bash cancelling. So essentially it is when you do something like that, so you cast a skill and then bash, and it doesn't do the animation. You can roll dodge cancel, so I do that a lot. So this is Vigor normally. So you see there's like a bit of a delay when I first cast it, so I do it once more. So it's about half a second. Whereas if I push it and then roll dodge, it's instant. So you'll see a lot of people when they're low health, they will Vigor roll dodge. And that will give them the heal. Or you can do it with same with the burst heal. So like that. So that's a shrewd offering then. Shrewd offering has a delay normally, so it's you push the button and it's like just a bit later. So I'm going to say when I push it, I'm going to go 3, 2, 1, then it heals me. 3, 2, 3, 2, 1, then it heals me. 3, 2, 1, then it heals me. So there's a bit of a delay, but if I push it, it heals instant. So by animation cancelling certain things, it does the effect a little bit faster. So roll dodge cancel does it. Weapon swap cancel does it, which I don't. I can take off Oaken Soul or not. So if I take off Oaken Soul, I can swap bar. So that's Vigor normally. I push Vigor and swap bar, and there's instant. And same with your heal. So animation cancelling really helps with things like executing people. We've been on the Nightblade a while. I might go to DK, see if the queue's a bit quicker. Kirk says what block cancel. Block cancel does work, it's just a bit more funky. So when you cast it, it still does the animation. So it doesn't really work properly anymore. It doesn't work as well as the others. So you find people don't really block cancel as much as they used to. We'll try DK whilst and see if we can get a quicker match there. And I can jump on PC EU as well to try things there too. I love my Warden. Absolutely love that. DK. I think this is a 1-bar build as well, so I'm just testing those mainly because I want to update them. But I think the Nightblade needs a bit more work. Sib says block cancel works really well with long animations like whirling blades. I've not used it with that, so I can't comment. But I know it kind of works. When you cast a skill and you block, it kind of clips the animation, they merge it together. Does this have... It does not have the power of Oaken. This is alt gen, this is like stupid, this build. It's at Unified Gaming. It's literally that. I just need to grab the Oaken Sword from Nightblade. So like, block and bash are very similar, but yeah. Yeah, so Sib's saying it's more bash cancel. That would make more sense. Just need to grab the Oaken Soul. But I think the Nightblade will probably need a bit more testing this patch. It just feels people quite tanky. And so having that sustain set, although it's really, really nice, I don't think we can justify it with the lack of damage we have. Right, so let me unequip the power of the Oaken. Yeah, so I don't think I have Poisonous Serpent on this server. Yeah, Kronos sent ESO. Have a little look. It's what console has pretty much become. Oh dear. Okay, let's have a look. I'll quickly have a look and I'll link a video just for people to see. So bear with me. Is that his channel name? Because I can't see it when I just search a channel. So there's a dragon that we're logging on there. Oh, it's a cheat software, I'm assuming then. I think it is. I'll message you on Discord, Sage, if you have gone. And if you're still there, I'll message you anyway. And see if you can show me what you mean. As for the DK,
Speak with me a moment.
this is using Trickery, Bloodspawn, Potente, so it's basically abusing Corrosive, because Corrosive is really OP. Sage says it's a device that cancels and weaves for you. What? That's mad, that is. That is... It's basically aimbot for console, as one person says. Okay, yeah, I think I can see. Yeah. Okay, yeah, that looks pretty bad. That does. Hey, you're at 11. Add a meeting game. Yo. Yep. Yeah, this, I really like this build. It is pretty stupid. We're just waiting for our BG. Hopefully it's not too bad. I've noticed the patch and the game's been a lot quieter though recently. On a side note. But we can duel if you want whilst you're waiting. I can take CP off. I don't have much on. I'll queue for both and see if I can get in that way. Yeah, there's no queues going, so we just have to wait. Sometimes you can get in instantly if you do that. I am outside the... I'm going to go to the stable if you want to jump over there. Yeah, this mount's so slow. Look how slow it is. Yeah, we can try grouping up if you want. I often run off from my group though, so I play solo. So that's kind of just a heads up for like the BG infected group.
Yes, my vision dream speaks true. You are the one my mistress seeks.
No. The queue is a bit of a ways, isn't it? And I'll try the BG on the group one, and if we can't get in, then I can switch to EU and just see how that is there. How's Cyrodiil looking? Cyrodiil is pop locked, empty, 2 bar? No. So this this uses corrosive armor, which is really OP as an ultimate. And it essentially gives you 100% penetration when it's up. So it's a really good ultimate. It's quite expensive normally, but if you build right, you can use it quite a lot. And that's where it becomes really, really strong. I don't use Master's Dual Wield on any of my builds. Yeah, no worries, Sage. Cheers for sending it to me, by the way. We have a little look. Auto fish fillet, auto crafting. Perfect easy lockpick. In-game button layout. That is pretty mad, that is. I just seeing what it does.
To me before entering Warnerd, citizen.
It's 11 on anyway. They are on a DK. It looks like it's a PvP just based on the health. The armor looks cool though. Look at that. He's on a 2-bar build. Finish him. Corrosive so OP. That's a 7.6k whip that's disgusting. You get all the dots and stuff with it. Was he using the good old masters? Yes, he was. But this is pretty stupid though, what I'm using. Because all of his damage is just literally lined up for when you have the ult. But you got good dot damage. Corrosive is pretty solid. Oh, that was a massive leap. That was good. That leap, that was at 10k? Yeah, 8.6. That was huge. That's a good leap, that was. Sandra says, not bad, just depressing right now. Yeah, that was a really good leap. I'll say for a 1-bar build, this has pretty solid damage. So he's at a corrosive one he has as well. You can tell when you hit someone with like low numbers. Oh, that hill at the end. Because it was shattering rock. This is literally like a battle of it's literally just dots and whips, isn't it? Oh, I went to hit my hill. I didn't hit my hill. That was good. I think I managed to get a. I just got Way of the Fire on. That would explain. Did he run it in the first duel? Nah. Oh, he was. So I'm assuming Way of the Fire, Master's Dual Wield. That's a lot of like just solid damage. That is. You can tell a lot from how people fight based on the stuff they use. I know it works. I'm just using alt gen. It's solid though, he's got a lot of damage for a 2-bar build. Oh, that heal at the end. He's definitely tanky though, isn't he? The dot build's good though. This is mainly just using whip spam though, this is. Oh, that was close. Yeah, oh, Master's Jewel is just really good. That was close, that was. But these are the sets that he's got. Fire, Blood Cleaves, which is Master's Jewel. So it's Master's Jewel, Way of the Fire. Surprised you're not using Master Lock on this. Yeah, have you tried Master Lock on it, Tristan? You can see that this is a one bar build and one, by the way, and the fact that it can kind of go toe to toe against a 2 bar build is pretty decent. Oh, it's not. It looked like it is. On the maybe my combat metrics is messed up because you got fire on there, definitely. I need to update my add-ons though. That might be the issue. Let me update it quick. Minion, or whatever that was. Because I've not updated my add-ons this patch, which probably isn't wise. Oh, BGs. They noticed there to date. Yeah, so it's a Way of the Fire. Burning Spell Weave, maybe had a lot of damage, you did. Yeah, let me update my add-ons, because normally it... Yeah, I've got 14 out of date. Yeah, that's probably not helping. Which one's Combat Metrics? Yeah, Combat Metrics is out of date. Yeah, I'll update these quick. For this, I'm using people curious, by the way. Trickery, Bloodspawn, Sentes, and Ochre. So it's just literally alt gen. That's literally it. It fights well on the DK though. I'd say DK and Templar are my least 2 played classes. Love good old DK. He can die. I don't know what BG this is, but this is amazing. I love these BGs. I want BGs like this all the time. This is awesome when BGs are like this. That's really freaking annoying, that dude up there. Yeah, he's dead. I literally chased him to... Yeah, Corrosive is just so OP. Nightblade, hello. I pushed my heel, I didn't fire. That was the execute cancel we did there. That was good. 5-1. I should... Sib said BGs are most fun when you can fight. Yeah, 100%. I don't mind having tanky people who you can go like back and forward with them. That's fine. But when you got people who are like really tanky and they just run away, it's really annoying. We'll pop down there and fight these people here. Bye bye. That was quick. Your poison status effect. Big whip coming. Put my corrosive up. Pop. There we go. Bye bye. Oh, corrosive is so OP. Like it really, really is. Hello. Goodbye. Yeah, honestly, like the thing that makes corrosive so good is because it works against any target. Doesn't matter how tanky they are. Oh, I couldn't get CC right there. I think this still works. Like, I think for a 1-bar build, I won't need to touch this. This is still solid. Like, the damage is really... like, it feels comfortable. And beyond kind of playing really aggressive and putting yourself into silly situations, you're quite tanky. Let's see where the next fights will be. I will probably shoot after this one. Just because it's late where I am, it's 11 o'clock. And my son Thomas, he hasn't been sleeping. He's been nocturnal literally the past couple weeks. It's been awful. But that Sulk is with that Arcanist. Because I went to attack that Arcanist, that Sulk jumped straight in on me. You can move in that. That was so unfortunate. I literally got hit with... there was Incap, Dawnbreaker, there's a meteor that's on my head and execute. Sib says, when you play 1 bar, it's Bloodspawn, Penetase, Trickery. Yeah, that's literally it. Dragon... is it any good? I know it reduces your ult loads, and the more you stack ult cost, the more it kind of becomes less effective. He's running, he's running, he's running. Okay, he died very fast. Raiden stash is 8.5k. I can see that being pretty good, to be fair. is that that person up there looks like he's a console transfer because he knows what he's doing. So although he's low CP, there you go, he's dead. 119, that's not too bad. Yay for corrosive. It's fucking annoying, that is. The beam does really hurt you for corrosive though, I noticed that. Oh, that was good. Two DKs on you is just disgusting. Yeah, that's like nasty, that is. We could use an Inferno staff this patch, because we'll get an extra dot if we just heavy attack, and it's a big dot. And a big dot with corrosive up could be pretty fun. Do you have an Inferno staff for Potentes? I'm just thinking, the Destruction staff has this. It's a 16k dot. And obviously it will go higher with these, and it will increase this dot, and it will increase this dot. I don't know, I think you can maybe make some like nasty dot build with corrosive. I stole that kill, sorry. I so stole that kill. Corrosive time. You can have one of those. You can have one of these. There we go. Oh, he leaked him. 18 kills. Boop, boop. But we can we'll take out this whole team. Come on. We have the faith. Corrosive up. That's what the Salt dead. We'll go for the DK next because he's squishier. Done. That's just the Arcanist. And my corrosive is ready. Bye bye. Pop, 9.7k whip. Oh, that was horrible, that was. Don't run away. I know the purple's trying to get me. Every time I see a green layers on the Arcanist, it reminds me of one of them. I'm not going to read that last bit. Hello. Goodbye. Oh, that's he dodged that whip really well. He did. There we go. Horrible aiming. And 1.3 million damage. Hello. They do love me, don't they? Look at that. Yeah. Oh, something hit me really hard then, didn't it? I think it was the beam that was on me, and then the Dawnbreaker, and then the Mage's Wrath. So the Dawnbreaker procced the Wrath and had the beam on me. Because I literally went from like quite high health to just blew up. Yeah, I'm just watching the thing. Yeah, I had 70% health roughly. I just blew up instantly. That's insane.
We must capture the new point.
They did it again. Yeah, those two are working as a pair. Because I got hit with that overload and the thing. Okay, so we have to go for the Sulk, because the Templar has much more healing than that Sulk does. There, he's dead. That's his mate gone now. Hello. Goodbye. That guy has a CC potion sort of run off soon. There we go. Oh, I went to go for my ult. 24 to 5. That's not bad. 1.6 million damage. That was good. That was good. You can see that Templar, is it him there? He was coming down with that Sulk. But no, that was a good little match. And I think I can quite confidently say for a 1-bar build that works. But there's no concerns with how that plays. Sib says, it will increase your poison initial damage by 12%. Don't know if it'll be worth losing the 2H passive though. The 2H passive is just weapon damage. Yeah, Triss was also 24 to 5. 1.3 million damage, I think it was. So on the 2H, you get the 258 weapon damage, and you also get the stam recovery when you get kills, which is quite nice. That's a big amount of stam recovery. Follow-up doesn't work anymore because you have to use 2H skills. So that doesn't help. And that's Forceful's kind of okay. So beyond the, I'm getting 258 there, I get a little bit more damage because it's a melee weapon. So that's 1500 versus 1300. Whereas the Inferno would give me probably about a 20k dot because this would increase it. When you kill an enemy with a destruction stuff ability, when you absorb damage using the destruction, nope. So that won't work. That would help us. That wouldn't do anything. That would help us kind of, but we don't really have issues proccing those status effects because we always have them on. So I think it will just give us a big dot. That's the difference. It's a huge dot. Or it'll be more damage because we don't need pen. Dual wield for context, by the way. Yeah, they got rid of follow up. This only works when dual wield, increase your damage done with dual ability, so that won't work. That will give us a bit more damage. That does nothing for us. While using dual wield attacks, so it has to have the dual wield attack to get this bonus. So if you use something like Whirling Blades or any of these skills or light attacks, this will then work, but it won't work on anything else. And same with Ruffian. And you just have Twin Blade and Blunt. So essentially you get 6% damage on your offhand, plus the same stuff as you would on the 2H version. So the 2H is basically more stam regen. The only nice thing with the Inferno staff is we could go and get more ult gen, because we can attack from a distance to start the ult gen ticking earlier. So that's the only kind of pro with it I can see. Oh, and also, I was curious about this, so I did test it. If you go with decisive on the offhand as well, so you go dual with decisive on both, it doesn't double proc. So you can't get this to proc twice if you have this twice, if that makes sense. It just adds them together, so it's a little bit awkward like that. So you end up over the same period of time, you get the same ult gen as you would with 2H decisive or dual with decisive. So I just thought it was quite interesting to note. But yeah. Yeah, well, exactly. If you toss up the heavy attack, you get the heavy attack, you get a big dot on it. So yeah, 17k is pretty big. Let's see if we can find one really quick. I'm going to just check ESO Trade Center, because it's Blessing of Potentes, and it's an Inferno staff we want. And we'll see if we can find the right weapon. I need it to be in the right trait as well, because I have no transmute crystals. They have one in decisive. Daggerfall. Off we go. Let's quickly go grab one of those. But we'll quickly grab that because it's actually in the right trait. The website I'm using is TamiorTradeCenter.com. So Tamriel Trade Center is really useful for this kind of stuff.
Anything I...
There's one of these. I don't actually read the trader name. I just check which one it is, and just like check the area.
We care not for your past or nation, only the courage for which you are famed.
Which trader? It says the Lost Doom. So apparently these have it. Did I miss it? Should be like 20k. Yeah, just lightning stuff. So that's annoying. The only other one is for Vec, but it's 500k, and I don't want to pay the 500k. God, that's a lot of money. Yeah, just checking on the off chance there's nothing there. I will check for Vec, just not because of that 500k one, but sometimes people have stuff for sale that isn't always shown. Sib says, did you notice anything on Sork not that fire stuff lost the 10% to direct? The Sork's still okay actually. The one sec. Yeah, the lightning stuff changed, that's about it. There wasn't like any real nerfs to Assault. I mean, okay. Like, someone's optimistic with that, aren't they? So, I didn't see anything like massive that would really affect it. You got the buff to bound armaments, which you can. It's not bad now, actually, to be fair. But that's about it, really. It's just more like bug fixes from what it seemed. So the only thing I'll change is just the staff to lightning for the just extra direct damage. Christians, I like the low level look, go for baiting people. We could go with this one here just for a sec, because this will tell it won't give us the fire thing though, will it? That's 15k. Maelstrom 2H is the one with the dot? Because I know they changed a few things, didn't they? Do I have an Inferno staff in here that... Oh, bugger. Steve, it's not gold. Yeah, I've got this. This is awesome. I need to duplicate it though, to get another one of those in better traits. I don't have a gold one to see the damage. And I've only got these low level ones. Like if I did this, it would... My damage drops drastically, so that tooltip should plummet. Yeah. We'll keep it on the 2H for now and see if I can find anything off it. They took the dot off it, now it's a bump. Okay, 5, 6, 7, that's pretty good. Let me have a look at it. Set items is an arena set. This one. Activating critical charge, does up, increasing damage done with direct damage text by 450.
Selling? I've got what you need.
How long is this for? That's what I would ask. My gut feel is, I'll log out quickly and go into the PTS.
Honest merchant, trust this one.
Best prices.
Just bear with me. I'll quickly just check, 'cause I'm just curious. Put that so the stream will go black in a sec. I'll get it to change to the other one. That one loads. No, it hasn't picked up yet. Bear with me. Yeah, but is it a buff on the ground? That's what I wanted to check. I'm gonna head out as well in a sec. Or head off, shall I say? For some reason, it's not picking up ESO. That's really weird. I'll probably call it there then and mess around with it later on. I'm gonna say a big thanks to people just tuning in, watching this long, and all the support and stuff. If you like what I did here, then obviously like, comment, subscribe. It really helps. It's always good chatting. And a big thanks to everybody that has supported sort of tonight and just generally people on Patreon. It really helps. But as always, I'll catch you in the next video or in the next stream. So thanks for watching. Take care. Bye.